You keep praying for clarity about this person, asking God if they're the one, but He's already been answering you through signs you've been ignoring because you're so desperate for them to be your future that you keep repainting red flags as green lights. I know this hurts to hear, but the person you're convinced is your soulmate might actually be the relationship God is actively trying to save you from, and the longer you ignore His warnings, the more painful the eventual separation will become when He finally forces what you refuse to release voluntarily. Here's the first way God confirms they're not your soulmate. Your peace disappears when you're around them. Colossians 3 verse 15 says to let the peace of God rule in your hearts. And rule literally means to act as an umpire making the final call. If your spirit is constantly anxious, if you're always wondering where you stand, if you feel more confusion than clarity about their intentions, that's not pre-wedding jitters. That's God's internal alarm system screaming that something is fundamentally wrong. Your soulmate should bring rest to your soul, not chaos. Subscribe to Faith Ablaze Network and hit that bell because what I'm about to share will save you from years of heartbreak. The second confirmation is this: they pull you away from God instead of drawing you closer. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14 warns against being unequally yoked. But this goes beyond whether they attend church. Do you pray less when you're with them? Has your Bible study become inconsistent since they entered your life? Are you compromising convictions you used to hold firmly? Here's the test. If choosing them requires distancing yourself from God, they're not from God. Period. Your real soulmate will make you want to seek Him more, not less. They'll encourage your spiritual growth, not compete with your devotion to Christ. The third way God confirms they're wrong. Everyone who loves you sees problems you refuse to acknowledge. Proverbs 11 verse 14 says there's safety in a multitude of counselors. When your parents, your pastor, your closest friends, and that mentor who's known you for years all have concerns about this relationship, that's not jealousy or them not understanding. That's God using people who genuinely care about you to sound alarms you're ignoring. Stop dismissing wise counsel as hate and start recognizing it as love protecting you from what your emotions can't see clearly. The fourth sign, you're constantly making excuses for their behavior. If you find yourself explaining away their disrespect, justifying their hot and cold treatment, or defending their refusal to commit, you're not in love, you're in denial. 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 to 7 describes what real love looks like. Patient, kind, not self-seeking, and not easily angered. If you have to convince yourself and others that what they're doing is acceptable, God is confirming through your own discomfort that this isn't His choice for you. Your soulmate won't require constant excuses. Fifth confirmation. The relationship requires you to become someone you're not. Are you shrinking your personality to make them comfortable? Hiding your accomplishments so they don't feel threatened? Silencing your voice because they can't handle your strength? God didn't create you to become smaller for someone's insecurity. Psalm 139 verse 14 says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Your soulmate will celebrate who you are, not demand you apologize for it. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. Sometimes we hold onto the wrong person because we're terrified of starting over, scared of being alone, or convinced this is our last chance at love. But staying with someone God has clearly marked as wrong is actually blocking the person He's prepared specifically for you. You're so busy forcing a counterfeit that you can't receive the authentic. I know this is hard. You've invested time, emotions, and maybe even your body into this relationship. You've imagined your future together. But Jeremiah 29 verse 11 promises God has plans to prosper you, not harm you. Trust that He sees what you can't. His no to this person is actually His yes to something better. So here's your challenge. Stop ignoring the confirmations. Stop rewriting God's clear answers just because you don't like them. Have the courage to release what He's been trying to remove. Comment what country you're watching from and share this with someone who's ignoring God's warnings about their relationship. They need this truth before they make a permanent decision about a temporary person. The right person won't require you to ignore every sign that they're wrong.